solo shot here to left. 6th home run on the season for him as they just continue to pour it on here.
Kind of a gift in location, and this is the wrong guy to be giving gifts to. I mean, you see the location on show track, way too much of the plate there. You're not going to get away with that too many times, that's for sure.
Now here's the first pitch. Now a swing and a ball lifted in the air out toward Hayward in right field. And he's got it for the first out.
Well, I think this is a slider down in the zone, running away. And that's a very difficult pitch to drive with any authority unless you're a guy like Matt Kemp. And this becomes a harmless fly out to right field.
First pitch on the way. Richie Wynn is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one.
Yeah, when that's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you gotta leave alone and make him bring something down.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Now the pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
1-2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Well, he's made 5 or 6 quality pitches in this inning, but he just made the one bad one. And you can bet that's the one he's going to remember when he gets back to the dugout. Good job here, though, because he bounced back to retire the next 2 guys that he faced.
I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. The pitch. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. Look into Molina, now the 1-1. Taken the other way, but this should be routine out there in right field. Hayward is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, which was the home run, no errors, and no one left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Cubs 12 and the Cardinals 1. Johnny Peralta will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ballgame. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Here it comes. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Boy, it's one thing for a reliever to come in out of the pen and throw 100 miles an hour for 15 pitches or so. But he's right up there around the century mark now, and he's still throwing hard.
Now a ball hit hard towards center. Base hit.
Yeah, and about the only drawback you have to having so many strikeouts is that it really runs that pitch count up. And you can see on the graphic right here that that total's starting to get up there now, so he may be getting just a little bit tired.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Next pitch here will be number 100 through 7 1/3. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Here's a hard hit ball back up the middle. Step on the bag for 1. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. So no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. It's the Cubs 12 and the Cardinals 1. Carlos Villanueva will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Chris Bryant will step in. He doubled and later scored his last time.
Third baseman. Chris Bryant.
Swing and a broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. And the throw to first is in time, one gone.
Oh, and you know right now on his way back to the dugout, he's got to be thinking, oh, why did you have to break one of my good gamers? Man, it's done me so good already today. I still had a lot more hits in that one.
Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. Anthony Rizzo comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Pitch now. And he couldn't lay off there as he offers it a pitch in the dirt, and the count comes even now at 1-1.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
So 1-1. Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
That's a two-seam fastball right there. It looks to the hitter like it's going to be inside, and then it tails back to the inside corner of the plate.
No offer at that one, and the count moves to 2-2 now on the Cub first baseman. Driven the other way out to deep left field. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out. Very much a laugher to this point in the contest as you get a look at the line score. 12-1 our score in the late stages of this one. Ken Benitez will step in, a ground out victim as last time. Now here's the first pitch. And that's in there for strike one.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
The 1-1 home. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1. Now the pitch. 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed, 2-2. Here's the pitch. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
The 3-2 pitch. And he takes ball four, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Yeah, they went to the slider there on 3-2, and that's a pitch where you're really hoping a hitter will see fastball and swing through it. But it didn't work out that time. He winds up losing him.
Here's a look over to first. And a dive, but he's back in there. First pitch coming. He's running towards second. Pitch outside. The throw. And not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw. Here's a 1-0. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And the runner is in from second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Only one in the inning for the Cubs. John Jay will stand in now to begin their half of the ninth in a game that was decided long ago.
Yep, this is mop-up time out there right now. But hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
And this is popped high in the air back behind short. Castro is there, one quick out to start inning number 9. Matt Carpenter will try again, 0 for 3 thus far. First pitch coming. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1.
And even though on the mound he's had his way with it, this is a dangerous customer, so don't get to thinking you're bulletproof out there.
Fernandez readying the 1-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, and that fastball still got some life to it, even over 100 pitches.
Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his third strikeout of the game.
Well, it's not going to comfort him any, but it's fair to say he's not the first guy to strike out 3 times against that guy out there on the hill. He's just the latest in a long line of guys that have worn the hat against that man.
Matt Holliday standing in now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
Throw on to first will be in time to get him, and the Cubs will add one more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Well, we talked about how they needed a good outing out of this guy, and he gave them that and even more, finishing off the complete game victory.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he definitely turned in the standout performance in this one. He finishes with an even 10 strikeouts, and he was instrumental in leading his guys to the victory.
So that's a wrap.